Hey guys, welcome back to Paige's Pantry. My name is Paige and today I'm going to be teaching y'all how to make a vegan chocolate cake. I have a couple of vegan friends. I was also a vegan once myself and I really enjoyed cooking vegan food. So I decided to try a vegan cake. I feel like I bake a lot of things and bring it in for people to try and work, and my vegan friends, they just can't eat it because it has dairy and egg in it. So I decided to make them something that they could also enjoy. This cake recipe is really simple. It doesn't have any egg in it, so that's already super simple. And it mostly just has a couple dairy-free substitutes in it. And it's from a website called veggiedeserts.co.uk. It's run by a woman named Kate Hapworthy. She's a food blogger, a journalist, and she has really cool, fun, easy recipes if you're not really into cooking, but you still need to be able to live. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the ingredients for our actual cake layers, and we're going to save the ingredients for the buttercream later. So to start off with, we've got 1 1/4 cup of cashew milk. You can use any dairy-free milk substitute that you can find. I originally wanted to use oat milk, but almond milk, coconut milk, walnut milk, whatever you want to use is totally fine. We've also got a tablespoon of lemon juice, and I like to use fresh lemon juice when I'm cooking. Store-bought's totally fine. I just feel like fresh is always better. We also have 2 1/4 cup of just all-purpose flour. I think all-purpose flour is just better than cake flour in my opinion. I don't know why, I'm just weird like that. We've also got 2/3 of a cup of butter, and that translates into 10 tablespoons of butter. On a stick of butter, you can actually see where it lays it out for you. So that's super simple, 10 tablespoons. And this is Earth Balance vegan butter, by the way. You can find that at Lucky's Market or any organic grocery store like that. Also got 3/4 of a cup of regular granulated sugar here. And then I've got 3 tablespoons of agave syrup. You can also use maple syrup, but that's gonna yield you a slightly less sweet of a cake. Agave syrup is very sweet. It's actually much sweeter than normal sugar, but it's still a good option for low glycemic syrups. Then we also have a teaspoon of baking soda, 3 teaspoons of baking powder, and then 4 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. It has to be unsweetened. Please do not use sweetened cocoa powder or else your cake is going to be way too sweet. Alright guys, so the first thing we want to do is we want to take 2 8-inch cake pans, and we want to make sure that they're thoroughly greased, and we also want to set our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is we're going to be making buttermilk actually, and the way that we're going to do that is we're going to take our lemon juice and we're just going to mix it into the cashew milk. We're just going to stir it around, and after a while it is going to curdle just a slight bit. Alright, so we have set that milk aside to kind of thicken and curdle a little bit, and now what we're going to be doing is we're going to combine our 10 tablespoons of butter. Can use a fork or a knife. I'm just going to use my hands. And then we're going to combine the butter and the agave syrup over just low heat. We just want it to combine a little bit, and we're going to melt it down. Normally I'd say you have to start with room temperature butter, but since we're going to be melting it anyway, it's not really the case. Alright guys, so the next thing that we're going to do after we melt the butter and the agave syrup is we are going to take a big mixing bowl. We're going to get a sieve. You can use one just like this. And then we are going to sieve the flour, the cocoa powder, the granulated sugar, the baking soda, and the baking powder all into the bowl together. We're going to start with our flour. And just give this a good couple shakes until you finally get all the flour into the bowl. Okay, so once we have all of those ingredients through the sieve, we can just start whisking it together, just like this. I'm gonna make sure everything is well combined so that we get an even flavor throughout the cake. All right, and then after that, we are going to add the milk and also the melted butter and agave. And we are going to whisk this until we get a nice smooth batter. Don't be afraid if some of it gets stuck in your whisk. Alright, so we have combined all of our ingredients. So this is about the consistency it should be. Just looks like normal cake batter from a box, really, or brownie mixture. And the best part of all is that this doesn't have any raw egg or dairy in it, so it's okay, we're all human. Alright, so now we're gonna take our cake mixture and we're gonna divide it evenly into 2 of our cake pans. Alright, so now we're just gonna put our cake pans into the oven. And we're gonna leave them in there for about half an hour to 35 minutes or until toothpick comes out clean. Voila! Alright guys, so while we are waiting for those cakes to bake in the oven, we are going to get started on our chocolate buttercream. Now I have doubled this recipe because I would like to frost the sides of the cake. We don't mess around here on Paige's Pantry, we frost everything. So I have got 10 more tablespoons of that Earth Balance vegan butter, got 4 tablespoons of regular tap water, got 8 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, and then I've got 3 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. Alright, all we have left to do is we're just going to combine all 4 of these ingredients together, and then we're going to beat them with the hand mixer right here. Okay, so we have taken our cake layers out of the oven and sufficiently let them cool. Now the cooling process is very important because if we were to put buttercream on warm cake, it would melt and that would be disastrous. I just took them out of the cake pans and put them on parchment paper because they won't stick to it. And I put my cake layers in the freezer for about an hour, so they're very chilled. I have also frosted the first layer, as you can see, and then put the other one on top, and I'm beginning to frost the entire cake. So this part's optional. I just had these frosting tubes and I decided that I was gonna put some ruffles over my cake. Totally optional, but I have some leftover frosting. This is something that you can do if you want. Otherwise, save the frosting, keep it for cupcakes, whatever you want. Buttercream freezes really well, so you can toss it in a Ziploc bag and put it in the freezer. It's not going that well. I envy those people on Cupcake Wars. Alright, well this is the finished cake. I had some leftover frosting that I just ruffled onto the tops for a cute little design, and now I'm gonna take a bite of it and eat it. Okay, so we are trying the cake. Pretty good. You cannot even tell this is vegan. This is a cake that anybody could enjoy. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below if you guys have any suggestions or if you have any recipes that you'd like to see me make.